Hey guys, we are at Old Stone Fort today in Tennessee. This is right outside of Lynchburg, and there's 3 waterfalls here. It's like a 1.5
Yeah, 1.5
mile hike. So we're just gonna do our little hike around, check out the waterfalls. We are standing on the old fort. That's what they call it. It's this thing, and there's a museum underneath us. On the other side of the river, there is a campground that we'll share some of the footage for that allows up to 50-foot campers in it. Hey guys, so we're gonna do a little drive around of the campground, and what we're seeing at the campground basically, and it's kind of common at a lot of these state parks, is a road. The road is a main thing. The sites are pretty long. The sites are fairly well spaced out, which is cool, but there are some really kind of tight turns that you have to make, and personally, we would probably wouldn't feel like terribly comfortable. I mean, we could make do, and I could make the turns, but it just looks like it would be a little challenging to have a gigantic rib. But you can see in here, I mean, there are fifth wheels in here and triaxles and gigantic rigs that made it in here. So it is, yeah, it's 100% possible. But it's just going to be a little bit of a different experience than, going somewhere where there's a golf cart in front of you, kind of that you're following around, and super wide and very few, if any, obstacles. Anyway, onward, and hopefully this is helpful. Hey, so this is a road on the campground. The one that you see there that's blocked off is actually the bridge that they have on their stickers. That's the connector bridge that goes between the campground and the falls and the trails and stuff. And as you saw, it's blocked off. They only allow pedestrian traffic now. You can't drive over it. So basically, if you're in the campground, if you want to drive over to the rest of the park, you basically have to go out on the highway, is what I'm trying to tell you. To get to access all these waterfalls, they have these convenient steps that get you down onto this small little access trail, and then you get kind of like this kind of distant view of these rapids slash small waterfalls, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you want to forego all the steps, they do have the connector trail that connects them together. If you want a little bit of an easier trail, but then you don't get such a nice view. They do have these history type signs all over the place on the trail, kind of explaining things. There are sheer drop-offs like this right here. There are some that are way more extreme than this, that are like 200 feet drop-offs where you could pretty much get killed. So be very careful. Don't wander off into the bushes. There are a few places where you can get right down to the falls, where you basically could touch the falls if you really wanted to. And some of the places have steps like this. Some of the places do not have steps.